Hey, what is happening, all you Star Wars fans? Yes, this is Hurst Quayzar. You are in Quayzar's Customs. We're playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We're doing some movie car builds. Guess what I found in a junkyard? Yes, the Land Speeder from Star Wars. Actually, the official name of this thing would be the Soro Sub Corporation X34. Um, Quite interesting. Dead Bob 777 actually put this out on the workshop, and I couldn't have been more happier because this is I don't know, it's a very unique vehicle. I love Star Wars, and I'm kind of a Star Wars ish junkie, along with my sons with me every time there's a movie. um, we you know we go and see it. So this is gonna be the first time doing this, so I'm like trying to figure out how everything works out on here. So I guess we will do the rear end like always. This is kind of unique the way this is set up, so it doesn't really matter what wheels and tires are on this. So yes, it does look like it's a vehicle of sorts, um, but hey, this is awesome. So 1977, George Lucas. What can you say? A movie that will go down in history as probably the biggest movie ever. This was a movie that George Lucas put his heart and soul into, and not to mention it didn't compromise on anything. Even got in the engineering, light and sound. Actually started up from this movie. There was things in um, movie effects that weren't even invented yet, and they were inventing them in this movie, which was awesome. I remember seeing this in the theater, and I was just awestruck of this. So, yeah, 1977. It was a long time ago, and I actually did see it in a theater, not in a drive-in. I know I talk about drive-ins often, but yeah, it was at a theater. Probably one of the very few movies I've seen at a theater back when I was younger. The keys to my car and um, having that kind of freedom. It was just one of the very few movies I went to go see in a theater. And oh man, I just remember just coming out of there. It was almost like it's after the Rocky movies. After you come out of there, watching Rocky. I think it was like Rocky 3. I think I watched with Dolph Lundgren. What's his name? I don't remember. The big tall Russian dude. Now, I remember coming out of that movie just wanting to fight, take on the world, right? Well, Star Wars had that kind of effect that, I left the movie thinking, I could do anything, I could live on a planet of sand and two suns, and I can fly a starfighter, and, I can wield a Jedi lightsaber, and, well, after half an hour or so after leaving the movie, I've realized this is life, right? You can't do all that crap. Oh well. So let's get to this. How many of you are actually Star Wars fans? I'd like to know that first of all. Um, and and congratulations if you are. I mean, come on. Um, Nothing wrong with it. Now, I'm not someone who goes out and dresses up. I don't do the Comic Con stuff. I don't do that craziness. Um, a lot of people do, and that's all right. That's cool. That's what they want to do. That's fine with them. Um, Not so much for me. I'm just not. I'm not into that. Um, but yeah. Let's see. I need two of those, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, so yeah, not so much for me, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to concentrate here and talk to you guys at the same time, and man, is it. Coil spring. I need a coil spring rear end. Where is that bad boy at? There. Nope, that's not it. Ah, crap. Gotta be up here. Here it is. Okay, coil spring. Need the one plate, 2 bolts, rear axle housing. Dang, need both those. 2 of those. 2 of the shock absorber caps. Oh, caps, yeah. Rear spring. Oh, it's those I need. I need 2 of those and 2 of those. Jeez. Rubber bushing, need 2 of those. Solid rear drive axle, 1 of those. Solid axle control arm. Okay, 2 of those. Oh yeah, and when Deadbot put this out there, like I said, I was ecstatic when I saw it. Now he has recently updated. Some people had some issues trying to get at and assemble some of this stuff. I just updated everything, so we should be golden in that aspect. So let's see here. What do we have? No, I don't want to sell it. So it's a 135/20, huh? Oh, it's a 10. Can I get a 10? This will be interesting. Okay, so an R35/8. R35/8. It's one of these steely type things. R35. No. There we go. So let's get. Let's see. Get 4 of those, and can we go down in size here? Yeah, I can. All right. Okay, so 10 inches of those. Some absolutely small wheels. So 135/20. So we'll go back in here. We'll get just some basic wheels. 135/20s. Right there we go. That works for me. All right. So yeah, how many of you guys are actually Star Wars fans? Is that what it looks like? 135/20, right? 135/20, 10. 135/20, 10. Yeah. Ink dinky wheels. My youngest son and I actually play Star Wars Galaxies. Now that's a game that came out in 2002, I believe. And about 2004 almost took a complete dive. Well, in my opinion, did take a complete dive when they went from one style of gaming to a totally separate style of gaming. They had like a tree style at the very beginning, and then they kind of went with a almost like a career-based type tree, which was really, you could, in other words, well, in the new version that was called NGE, it was New Game Enhancements. When it came out that way, you could automatically be a Jedi. So the New Game Enhancements, in my opinion, destroyed the game. The old style, what you could do was that you had to go through a sequence of items to quickly figure out if you were force sensitive or not, right? So, and once you figured out you were force sensitive, then you kind of it was just a very random thing what you had to do. There was like all these professions, and you had to be a master of at least 5 professions, I think, and those professions were randomized. So you never knew what professions you actually needed to do, right? You just knew that you had to do them. So yeah, it's, once you kind of figured out that you were force sensitive, and then you kind of went down the path of the Jedi, So that game just kind of fizzled out after the New Game Enhancements. But what I was saying is they've actually got a server dedicated to the original Star Wars Galaxies. There's a server out there. Just look up SWG EMU for emulator, and you will find it. What you need is the original game from 2002. So you can find that on eBay, and you can follow the directions and you go right in. This was a Sony game, but these guys are like they've got it up and running, and it looks awesome, and it works great. Now, with that being said, with the new game enhancements, there is another server out there that is dedicated for the new game enhancements. So the new version, when it came about in 2004, and it's called Legends. It's a Legends server. So that is the same thing. You have to have the discs to play the game, to load it on your computer. But same thing applies. It's a free server. They look for donations, and it was my first massive online. Let's see, how's that go? Massive multiplayer online role-playing game, right? MMORPG. Jeez, can't even think. I need to write it down and look at the letters and say them out loud. But yeah, it was my first role-playing game online, and awesome. It was just awesome. I fell in love with it, and I was really sad that they pulled the plug. I think they pulled the plug on it in geez, I want to say maybe 2006. It wasn't much longer, it wasn't long after the new game enhancements that Sony pulled the plug on it. Much like any other online game, it was the subscription base was down, and they just couldn't afford it. So that's how it goes. Very sad. But with this movie and this particular vehicle, Dead Bob 777, thank you very much. I know this was kind of a joke, probably, that you threw on the workshop, and just to kid around with people that this is there, much like the lawnmower. I think Gollywog did a pumpkin, but actually, I thank you for this. This is just awesome. I like the way you have it put together here. I would not have thought to put it together like this. So here I have been rambling on how is everybody doing. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope you're safe. I hope you are healthy. And most of all, I hope you are enjoying the videos. As I've said in many videos before, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers just to get, there's a certain tab. There's a certain tab that I get. It's called Community Tab, which is basically like a forum. I can communicate better with you guys back and forth. I'm trying to get to. So that's a piece that I'm trying to get to. And then it allows me to start monetizing the site too, which would be cool, because once I start monetizing, and if I do make any type of money off this, it's definitely going back into some new equipment. I am moving houses, basically, in a few, and I'm going to look at possibly doing a different setup at the new house. So I don't know yet. I think we're going to try to keep what I have right now. We'll figure it out then. On top of this, this is a mod by Dead Bob 777, and if you would like to support him in his modding, please hit his Patreon site. I will link it down below, and donate if you would like to. And he is looking to get a model of I want to say a Ford Taurus, his personal car he's trying to get a hold of. And trust me, if he gets a hold of it and he does what he wants to do with it, it will be in a workshop. So the little bit that you may contribute may come back to bless you later. So think of it that way. All right, let's see what we have here. Probably not a whole lot of anything. Okay, wait a minute. We need parts. Let's delete the parts list. There we go. All right, so brake cylinder, 2 of those and 2 of those. I don't need that. Yes. Suspension. Ooh, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. 2, 2. several of those. Don't need any of those. 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. All right, sweet, sweet. All right, brakes. See what's on our shopping list. So I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to do the shopping list as much as possible, as you can tell. I'm getting better at it. I am getting better at it. So hopefully you see that. Let's see, bottom arm, knuckle B, knuckle B, knuckle B, knuckle B, front sway bar, inner tie rods, front wheel hub, outer tie rods, rubber bushings. Now I needed, I'm going to say 12 of you bad boys. Link B, cap, upper suspension arm. I need 2 of those. Wow. Okay, I think we are golden. It has been a very long week for me. It's getting really boring working from home. It's getting a little tough. Oh, I forgot the springs. So let's jump into. Oh no, that's not what I want. 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you. That's what I need. Yes, I hope everyone is doing fine. I am, it looks like I lost a couple of subscribers here the past couple of days. Don't know why, but it's fine. I'm still marching along, trying to do my best here. I have been getting some suggestions on movie cars, so that's great. I'm seeing a new caddy from Fully Sick getting ready to hit the workshop. That is going to be awesome. I need to do some work and look into seeing if there's any movies related to that caddy that I could probably possibly do. If you know of any, and if you've been over to the Discord channel and you've seen what Fully Sick is getting ready to put out, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what movie you think it could possibly be in, and I will start looking for that right away. On top of that, kind of a surprise I've got brewing in the works. Pay to Car out there has kind of given me a little bit of inspiration, so I have been hitting the editor, and once I get the editor stuff taken care of, I will be tweaking some liveries, and I'm hoping to have that done in a couple of weeks at least. It's going to be interesting when I get done with that. I think you're going to like it. I think some people will be appalled, but we will see what we shall see. So there's some stuff that's coming up. I'm still playing My Summer Car, and if you guys like My Summer Car, please hit me up over there on those videos as well. Let me know what you think. A lot of people like the aspect that I kind of play it from a role-playing base, like it's actually, I'm actually doing it in the game. So that's pretty cool. I thank you guys for the encouragement on that as well, because that game is a frustratingly fun game. I guess that's the best way to say it, a frustratingly fun game. I did see on a news feed from Facebook that Fast and Furious Crossroads game is coming out. A lot of people are not liking that at all because it just looks like 1990 graphics. There's a few comments in there. I'm not sure about it myself. It didn't look like it was. It didn't look like it had enough for me to be interested in it. But you tell me. Look it up. Let me know, and you tell me what you think the game would be worth to you. Do you think it'd be worth its weight to play, or do you think it'd just be something that's just gonna fail? I have a feeling that something like that game should have came out like during Fast 5, that should have been out during Fast 5, in my opinion, because that was the big hype of Fast and Furious, right? All right, what do we have in here? We have a brake cylinder, we have a battery, we have a radiator, and we have a block, which I've already taken the liberty to create a nice V8 single carb valve or single carb overhead valve engine. Nothing special, very basic, very plain, and this thing does not have any exhaust system on it, so hey, that works. Very few pieces on this, it looks like, as well. Can't tell if there is a... Yeah. Okay, so steering wheel comes off, and I don't think there... I think there's some pieces that come on here. Yeah. Not a whole lot to this baby. Not a whole lot at all. Alright, so let's see if we can fix some of these parts up. Oh, I was able to fix up that. Got that done. Yeah, the radiator wasn't. The radiator was toast. Radiator was toast. So all the movie cars that I thought I would see come across my lot, we've got the Holland Speeder. These are not the droids you are looking for, that's for sure. Did you know in every Star Wars movie, there's one line that's all the way through, that's in every movie, right? It is, I have a bad feeling about this. Now, what's funny is the that phrase, why can't I, is the engine in there? Yeah, there we go. That phrase, the idea of having that phrase in a movie or a string of movies or even a TV series isn't, isn't unique to Star Wars, because like Everybody Loves Raymond, there was always two phrases in almost every episode. Deborah would always call Ray an idiot in every show, and his dad Frank would always say, "Holy crap!" He would say, "Holy crap!" So, "Holy crap" and "idiot" would be in every one of those sitcoms. So yeah, so check it out. If you don't believe me, it is spot on. But yeah, every Star Wars movie is, I have a bad feeling about this. So when you hear it in any of the movies, you will know, yep, that's exactly right. It is there. There is also a podcast, Beyond or Behind Star Wars, by Wonder, I believe it is. If you can check that out, please do. It's a really well put together podcast, and I was not really a podcast fan. My older son actually turned me on to that. It's really good. I think you'll enjoy it as well. I think it's like a 6 or 7 part series, behind the scenes of Star Wars. If I can remember to put it down there in the link below, I certainly will. Let's take that off the crate. Let's stick this in. Alright. I guess we need to put some oil in this puppy. Get some Tatooine oil. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and put the front clamshell on. Doesn't look like a whole lot of anything else. Okay, right side mirror. Okay, so I need to figure out. Okay, so I'm going. This is going to be fun. So I'll try to do X X34, I guess, in the X34. Alright, what are we going for here? We are going for a community cars body shop. This is going to be interesting. So let's go X-34. Maybe this will bring it up and I won't have to worry about trying to spell. Yes! Not a whole lot of parts to it. So we need a windshield, rear bumper, both the left and right fenders, the mirror, and whatever that is. So there we go. So we got the right side mirror, fender, window, fender. There's got to be something back here, right? Yep. Rear bumper. Alright. Oh, there's something on the bottom, right? Is the rear bumper what had covered everything? Yeah, rear bumper covered everything underneath there. Okay, gotta clean up the interior and give it a steering wheel, I think. I'm gonna send you over to 1. We're gonna send you over to 1. There we go. I think, because I can't paint it. Global parts. I've got something weak here. Oh, geez. I got a rubber bushing, steering wheel. I got drive shaft. I got all that crap underneath there. I thought it was done. Holy crap. What am I doing? I got all excited. I seriously got all excited. So let's put a steering wheel in here that looks like it should belong in a land speeder. That looks like it should be in a land speeder. In my opinion, that's what it looks like. All right, let's go jump over here. We're going to need a starter. I think I'm going to need a drive shaft because I don't think there's one there. And I'm also going to need, let's go gearbox. We are just going to go with the straight up basic gearbox. Okay, so what I have to do is remove the rear bumper, it looks like. There we go. There we go. Now I can put on transmission, starter, and the drive shaft. Oh, I did have a drive shaft, but that's okay. I thought maybe I got rid of it and it was probably in bad shape. Alright, so that should do that, and then we should be able to throw the rear bumper on. And we are, oh wait a minute, we're still 99%. What did I miss? Okay, what did I miss? Oh, rubber bushing and the steering wheel. Okay, so, steering wheel, yes. Hey, that's the one that came on it. And a rubber bushing, which I must have missed on the front end of this beast. So let's take care of that. Up, it's right back in there. Yep, I missed it. I missed it. Oh. If I got a little overzealous on it. So I really got super excited. I got super excited about getting this done. So there we have it. Okay, so where would be a good place to take this bad boy out? I'm not even going to put it on the dyno. This is just something I need to take out onto the street. Let's see, where do we want to it? Speed track, no. Car salon, test track, no. Off-road track, no. Race track, no. What do we have? I got a couple workshop mods. So our workshop mods, our maps. So oh, let's take it to Daytona. Check this out. I am at Daytona with the speeder. It sounds like a hot rod to me. Oh man. Yeah, we definitely need some tuning on the transmission on this bad boy. Yeah, I'm just trying to spin it out just to enjoy the crowd here at Daytona. This is fun. Let's go down here in the infield and let's tear it up, shall we? Yeah, this transmission just can't handle this engine, that's for sure. Yeah! Woohoo! Alright. Anyway, let's head back into the garage. Alright, and we are back in the garage. Deadbub777, thank you so much for this car. This is just fun. So there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button down below. Throw me some comments, let me know what you think of the video, and if you like Star Wars, give me a big thumbs up down there, would you? So right now, this is Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight, and may the Force be with you.